You know, it's really dumb. Today's what, May 23rd? May 23rd.
So we need to bring the RV home to our house so we can unwinterize it and get it packed up with food and clothes, pretty much everything we're gonna need for the summer, since we will be in it for the next 2 months plus, living full-time in our RV for the summer as we travel the US. So a lot of work to do, 2 days to get it done. Pretty sure we can get it done in 2 days. We only have 72 hours that we can have it parked in front of our house according to the city code where we live. So you cannot have a recreational vehicle such as a motorhome, camper, fifth wheel, their cousins, parked on the street in a neighborhood for more than 72 hours. So that's why we're bringing it today, because we leave in 2-ish days, so, or 72 hours obviously would be like at that 3rd day mark. So bringing it home now to be able to get all of that done. So where we have it for storage is actually, it's in a field. And so, which isn't a problem except for the fact that it is decided to be winter again. So yesterday we had snow, and the day before that it rained pretty much for almost 24 hours straight. And so the problem is that with it being in a field, it's just mud and dirt and some plant life. And it's a very heavy rig, so we're hoping when we get out there that we don't have any problems getting it out, that we're not stuck in the mud. So that was super close. I'm really glad he got it out of there. But take a look at my shoes right now. I'm gonna have to pull these off before I get in our minivan, but it's like I'm wearing mud slippers. So I'm super thankful he got that out of here. I was really worried. Let's take a look at these ruts. These are some major deep ruts, folks. I am super thankful. Whew. I thought we were gonna have to call a tow truck there for a few minutes, but wow. Look at my shoes. Come look at my shoes.
Gosh.
Look at my shoes. Look at my shoes.
Oh, that's insane.
It's like I'm wearing mud slippers.
I can't believe I got out of that.
I thought I was like doing that. I'm like, just give up. We're gonna have to call a tow truck, but wow.
I made it.
Lesson learned. Maybe when there's rain in the forecast, we pull this thing out of here a few days early, even if that means violating the city code. I'm gonna have to take off my shoes before I climb back into my minivan. So we got her home, finally, cleaned off the tires a little bit. Now it's time to get it loaded up. So we're going to load up our food, load up our clothes, some of the things that we are going to want to take with us since we are gone for the whole summer and we are still working. So we have a portable printer. We want to make sure we don't forget our chargers. The great thing about RVing in the US is that if we do forget something, it's a good chance we can just stop by a Walmart and grab whatever we forgot. But the goal is to not forget anything. So we're going to start the load up process now. So one thing that I will never leave home without is all of my essential oils. So I have a nice big wooden box from Aroma Outfitters that I carry all of my oils in. So these are pretty much my whole oil collection, and I want to make sure that I have these with us. So the wonderful thing that I absolutely love about this particular just kind of chest style box is that when I'm at home, it just sits on our counter, but when we go RVing, I can just close the lid and grab the handles and let's go put it in the RV. Trying to get this rig ready to hit the road. I'm just turning on the fridge and making sure that we don't have a problem where we go to pull out and then we don't have a cold fridge, because that would be like a minor disaster. And then running all of the sinks, you can see the lovely pink water, so get these cleaned out. And then I haven't done the shower yet, so stand by for some shower love. Not that kind of shower love, but you know, the shower is disgusting. My only question is the washer and dryer. Like, what do we need to do with that to unwinterize it? Because it's got like the antifreeze in the lines, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want that on our clothes. So we need to just run a load through on that?
Yeah, we fill it up, run a cycle, let it fill up the tank, and we have to do the hot water.
Cool. I think we have a working washer and dryer.
Ran all the water out of the sinks. We've got the water running out of the washer and dryer, and showers done, toilets done. So now we just need to turn on the hot water heater and run the hot water.
We don't want to find out that there's a problem with the hot water heater a day in, and we're not where our normal RV guy is. One of the first things you should do when you buy an RV is find a good RV guy.
Yep, have a guy.
Have a guy. We have a guy. We're so glad we have a guy. You need a guy. Or a gal, if it's a gal, you know. I'm not gender biased there, but...
I like your gloves, by the way.
You like these orange gloves? So there's a water filter thing, or I think it's supposed to be, I hope it doesn't drip. But there's not a filter underneath there. It's just hooked up to the water lines, but I don't think we drink water out of here anyway. I think I'm just gonna get bottled water, distilled gallon water or whatever like that, and we'll just keep that on board for coffee and drinking and things like that, just because, I'm sure that there's probably some good water at the RV parks, but I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, the biggest problem is that for months it tastes like potable antifreeze.
We've had that, where it's even after you get it flushed out, it does not taste right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we won't worry about that. We'll just
do bottled water. It'd be interesting to know what some of you guys do. So you should tell us in the comments how you guys do your drinking water when you guys are RVing. If you have some sort of filtration system, or when you unwinterize, if that's a thing for you where you live. How that you get rid of the antifreeze taste. So this is our first year that we are flat towing a vehicle behind our motorhome. In years previous, we had just a 4-door sedan that we put on a car dolly, and then we put our car dolly behind our motorhome. And so why that worked and it served its purpose and everything like that, we really just wanted a way where we could quickly disconnect our tow vehicle and not have to worry about putting a car dolly somewhere when we had a campsite that was a back-in. So we purchased a used Jeep Wrangler that we got to tow behind our motorhome. So I'm just going to kind of show you our setup. The first thing that you need to do a setup where you're going to flat tow vehicle is you need some type of a tow bar. So it'll go into the hitch on the motorhome. So this is a Blue Ox tow bar, and you need a tow bar to connect your vehicle to your motorhome. So that is what connects that there and pulls it along. The second thing that you need is you need to be able to hook up the lights. So that way when the turn signals come on the RV, the turn signals come on your tow vehicle. When you hit your brake lights, the brake lights come on. So that is the second piece that you need. The third piece that you need is an auxiliary braking system. So we decided to go with the Patriot 3 braking system, and we'll put a link for that down below the video. But we decided to go with that system just because this Jeep is our first Jeep. It is a Jeep that we are absolutely in love with, but it is something where we might want to replace it with a different vehicle sometime in the future. Not 100% positive that we want to keep this Jeep forever. And the Patriot 3 braking system is something that can be taken out and put into another vehicle in the future if that's something that we choose to do. So that's the braking system that we went with. You do need an auxiliary braking system. And then that braking system has what's called a breakaway. So meaning if the vehicle were to break away from the motorhome, it automatically applies the brakes so that it stops. It's not rolling down the road or rolling into somebody else, but it stops the vehicle where that it is. So that's kind of the setup that you need, and that's the setup that we have. And so if you're looking to flat tow versus kind of car dolly, would highly recommend it. Again, we've done both now, and it's just so much easier having the Jeep, the vehicle that flat tows, to be able to just quickly undo it and park the motorhome.